This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Actually, we're at Berwyn, 3250 Grove Street at Output Lounge in Berwyn. It's a lively crowd. Oh my God.
Lively to say the least.
It is jam-packed in here, and thank you to Output Berwyn for hosting us. It was a difficult game to watch. We talked about it in the pregame and halftime show that they had to run the ball. And what did they do? Not run the ball.
They, whatever they did in the first quarter, I don't know how they got away from it. Again, they ran the football well in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. They didn't want. I don't know what the issue was, but they got away from what was working. Again, like this loss is a bad team loss. This is on everyone, right? As good as last week's, or as good as the last few weeks have been. This is a total team loss.
It's coaching, it's offense, it's defense, it's special teams. Yeah, everybody's at fault for this single loss.
From top to bottom, from the head coach to the quarterback to the defensive coordinator to the defense. Everybody deserves the blame for this loss because you had opportunities. And I said this: those two fucking field goals in the first quarter
should have been touchdowns.
Never been fucking field goals. And again, you're continuing to struggle in the red zone. You need to go ahead and push. You know for a fact that this team can come back. And I told you, Tyler Huntley, he's not a slouch. He knows the offense. He's able to run it. He's been in it forever, right?
Yeah.
You didn't go ahead and put the pedal to the metal. They made mistakes. They turned the ball over. They allowed you to drive down the field twice in the first quarter, and you settled. You settled again, and guess what? You lost by how many?
It would have been 6. Because if you take away 6, that's 10.
No. But it's a tie fucking game.
No. Yeah.
It's a tie game.
Yeah.
If they score 7 instead of 3 in the first quarter.
Right.
That's what they need to clean up.
And it would have definitely been a momentum changer if they scored 2 touchdowns rather than 2 field goals. Again, you take those 6 points away and you give them 14, you're at 24, and they would not have been 30. In no way in hell that would have been 30.
It's a total team loss. This is on everybody. Like I said, you could blame the interception, the bad interception. But I don't know. I can't really judge if it was bad or not. But again, you went to Rome.
No, the defense made a play. The defense made a play.
He made a play. But again, you went to Rome in another crucial situation. I get. You want to go to your trusted target, your big playmaker. But they knew that again.
Yes.
It happened again. Last week, you threw a pick. And they knew where you were going.
Right.
This week, you threw a pick, and they knew where you were going.
Yeah.
They had a man over the top, and they had the guy underneath, and the guy underneath went ahead and took the interception. Look, you could go. People could hate on Caleb. They could hate on.
We got Caleb haters here.
Right. That's fine. This is a total team loss. The head coach with his play calling, the offensive, the quarterback, everybody, the offensive line. How many times did Caleb have people in his face in the first half?
Yeah, offensive line was getting blown the hell up.
It was immediate in his face. So again, everything needs to get cleaned up. This is a setback in my eyes.
Caleb, 22 for 32, 221s with 1 NO. We talked about that. Swift, 11 carries for 45 yards. They got away from the run. He did have a touchdown. Caleb was your second leading rusher with 24 yards on 2 rushes. Manungai, 7 for 24. That's a lot of the difference right there. And again, Swift and Manungai should have had at least 15 carries each to control.
I don't understand why they got away from. I don't understand why they got away from it. Maybe they just saw the stat lines of the defense and how they were giving up yards in the air, and they wanted to go ahead and take their shots. But again, what got you to this point
was the running game.
From 0-2, right?
Yep.
4-2.
Right.
You ran the football. And you didn't do that again. You got away from it. You wanted to go ahead and get greedy in my eyes. The play calling was inconsistent today. The quarterback play, inconsistent today. Everything was just backwards. Whatever they did, from the first quarter to second, third, and fourth, they forgot or they just got away from.
So you got to put that on Ben Johnson. He's the offensive coordinator, right?
It's
offensive coordinator.
It's a team. Ben has plenty of blame in this team.
Oh yeah, the Canadian Eagle definitely got blown the hell up this line.
Theo was not great.
Not great.
It was not great.
Not great for Theo.
Not great.
No.
Like I said, we played 4 quarters here. 4 quarters. 4 quarters. I don't give a shit. Like the defense, the offense, everything. This is a 4-quarter game. Not a 1 quarter, not a 3 quarter, not a half. It's a 4-quarter game. And if you're not going to go ahead and put forth the effort or take advantage of the mistakes during that time, you're going to allow a team like this with a backup quarterback to beat you. And that's what you did today. It's a setback.
Definitely a setback. Roma Dunze, 6 catches, 94 yards. Loveland, 3 for 38. OZ got 7 for 33. A lot of missed calls for the Bears. He got popped head to head. It should have been 15 yards.
Yeah.
They were like debating for they threw the flag for the fumble. No way in hell. And then when Caleb throws that Hail Mary to DJ Moore, who catches it with one hand, he got popped way past the play. No call there. The Bears are not getting any calls.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're just saying the facts because there's nothing we can do about it.
Hopkins one was the most egregious.
Oh, yeah.
Called,
the pass interference, offensive break.
But again, as bad as it is, you didn't go ahead and make sure that what you did, not the official side, right? As bad as they've fucking been, and they've been bad, you didn't take care of your business. You didn't go ahead and execute today. Nobody did. For 1 quarter, that's it. We don't play 1 quarter again.
Not that. Definitely it again. It was literally 1 quarter. Total yards 372 to 355 Bears. Passing yards 276 to 178 Bears. Rushing yards 177 to 96 Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a huge difference there. That's one of the points we made. Yards per play was 6 even on both sides. First downs 24 to 19. Bears down efficiency 6 for 13. They were 4 for 10. But when we were on third down, it was 7 yards or more every single time, and that cannot happen. If you're playing shotgun third down every single drive, it's gonna be bad.
Every single drive was for the defense. It almost seemed like Baltimore had a 3rd and short every opportunity.
Yes,
there was a 3rd and short, 2nd and short. They did enough. Like I said, they ate up the short yards. They got what they needed to cut the downs in half, or the yardage in half to get a first down. And then they just ran the ball a little bit. And then boom, when you get desperate, when a team gets beat up because they're not making plays or they're not stopping them, that's when late in the game you have a hammer in a running game to go ahead and put it away. It's just what it was. They didn't take advantage. I don't say they regressed. It was just bad. I don't know. It's a setback. It's definitely a setback. Regression, whatever you want to call it, it's a setback.
I wouldn't say regression, but I just felt like they dropped the ball on all facets of the game. Offense got too cute. Defense played a little soft. Obviously, because there's no takeaways. You had 0 takeaways today, which is a huge. If you can't depend on getting 2, 3, 4 takeaways every single game, that's not sustainable. You've got to put points on offense. You can't rely on field goals. You've got to be able to put 7 after 7 after 7 and put your foot on their neck. And that wasn't what the case was today. And I called it a trap game because you're like, oh, it's their 3rd string quarterback. Guess what? He did his job.
He did. The guy has been on this team, a backup before. We played him before, right? At Soldier Field. Again, you let him in. You open the door, there, a little crack, and you just let him right in. 14 points was a necessity. 14 more points, right? It's 30-16. 14 more points get you a tie game. You let that go in the first quarter. Where as good as your offense moved the ball, you didn't finish.
And here's the thing: we held Derrick Henry to 69 yards. You held him under 100 yards. So the defense did its job on as far as stopping the run, which we talked about. But the fact that they just gashed us, because it wasn't just Henry, it was Tyler Huntley who had 53 yards on his scrambles. You had Keaton Mitchell, 43 yards. Again, unacceptable for that much yardage on the ground. Zay Flowers showed up today, 7 for 63.
It's again, it's a team loss.
Yes,
this is
bad
all around. You need to, like, whatever needs to be said, whatever needs to be done this week. The penalties are egregious. The inconsistency is egregious. Again, you have a running game that was working.
Yeah,
you just got away from it for whatever reason. You weren't down big in this game.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You were not down big in this game. You had to run the football. You still had time to run the football, and you didn't do it.
It's a very disappointing loss. A game they should have won. But we've been playing with house money for the last 4 weeks. Let's just be honest. We've been playing with a lot of house money for the past 4 weeks.
That's fine. We found a way to win.
Yes.
The teams didn't.
Right.
Today, Baltimore found a way to win. We didn't, because we didn't execute when we needed to. That is bad.
End of story.
It was bad. End of story, period. Coaching staff to top to bottom. It's a top to bottom loss.
So moving forward, we got the Bengals next week. They just lost to the Jets, who just got their first win with Justin Fields. How do we address all these issues going into to Cincinnati, who just scored 38 points and lost?
Well, hopefully we get healthy in the secondary, because it was rough with the cornerbacks that we had out there. It was rough. Hopefully we could get a Stevenson back, or somebody back in time to help out those cornerbacks, because at a certain point it got bad. But again, what they need to do is continue to control the game. And I told you that if they were going to let it go and they were just going to start, throwing all over the place and allowing the team to linger, they lingered, and they didn't just linger. They went ahead and took it over right away. So, if I were Ben Johnson,
yes,
there needs to be, when you go into this film study, you need to be just drilling fucking penalties. Anybody's penalty. Like, I get the egregious ones, right? The bullshit ones. But the false starts, the holdings.
Again, Colston Love it with a false start, right?
Yeah, right away when we're driving.
We literally
in the red zone.
We were in the red zone.
In the red zone. Again, it was just a top to bottom loss. I just don't know how else to put it, man. You should have been better. You have to be better. You have to fucking put the ball in the end zone.
Yes.
Or a team like this will linger and get you. And they did. They did just that. The Saints could have did just that if they were a better football team or a better coach team. But they're not. You had a guy like Jim Harbaugh. We put the picture up with Jim and Ben. Jim got him today.
Big Jim got him. And again, we're going to break down more as we get more information. We do press conference. I know. So we will be live tomorrow at 7:30. We'll talk about all our Chicago sports teams. Thank you for tuning in for the pre, half, and post-game show. We are true Chicago sports fans and TTNL. And until tomorrow, we'll be good to each other for the love of sports.